Welcome to episode 100, an incredible milestone on our journey through Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature. Today, we explore a timeless observation that spans across centuries. Thinkers like Ibn Khaldun, a renowned historian and philosopher, recognized patterns in how societies evolve. He identified a recurring cycle of 4 generations, shaping the way we live and think. This episode will dive deep into how these cycles influence human behavior and align with Greene's profound insights. The cycle begins with the revolutionaries, people who shake things up. They're tired of how things are and want big changes. Often they follow a strong leader with new ideas. Think of it like redecorating a room. First, you have to move everything out, which creates a mess, but it's necessary for the new design. Next come the organizers, children of the revolutionaries. Growing up in the chaos, they think, we need some order here. They make rules and try to organize the new way of life. It's like after redecorating, making sure everything has its place and stays tidy. Then arrive the builders, who don't really remember the revolution. They're interested in making life comfortable and creating things. They focus on practical matters, like making money or inventing new things. Sometimes they forget about the big ideas that started it all. It's like being so focused on buying new furniture that you forget why you redecorated in the first place. Finally, we have the questioners. This group feels something is missing. The comfortable life doesn't feel meaningful enough. They start asking, is this all there is? They might become doubtful or confused about what to believe in. It's like looking at a room that's perfectly organized but feels somehow empty or wrong. Many think we're in the questioning time right now. It can feel uncomfortable and scary. Some people join small groups that make them feel safe. Others look for someone to blame for their problems. Many try to go back to the good old days, which usually weren't as good as they remember. Meanwhile, younger folks might feel excited about upcoming changes. We can see this pattern in recent times. First came the cautious generation, living through tough times like the Great Depression and World War II. They valued safety and fitting in with others. Then came the freedom seekers, the baby boomers. They thought their parents were too cautious and boring. They wanted excitement and to express themselves. After them, the independent workers arrived, often called Generation X. They saw the problems caused by too much freedom. They focused on taking care of themselves and being practical. Then came the team players, the millennials. Growing up with terrorism and money problems, they don't like being alone and prefer working together. Your place in this pattern shapes how you think and what you value. If you were born in a different time, you'd be a different person. Each generation usually does the opposite of what their parents did. If the parents were very careful, the children might be wild. If the parents were too free, the children might be more cautious. Think about what big events happened when you were growing up. These shaped how you and your peers think. For example, if you grew up during a war, you might value peace more than someone who didn't. Look at your generation like a detective. What were your parents like? Strict or relaxed? Who were the popular celebrities when you were young? What did people joke about? How did boys and girls relate to each other? Consider how your generation differs from your parents' generation. Think about what the next generation might be like. Thanks to the internet, young people in different countries often think more like each other than like older people in their own country. Also, changes that used to take decades now happen in years. This can make us dizzy and confused. Understanding these patterns can help you stay calm when things seem crazy. It helps you understand why different age groups think differently. You might even guess what could happen next. Don't get stuck in your generation's way of thinking. If your age group is all about making money, maybe also think about having fun or helping others. Learn from other generations. Your parents or grandparents might be annoying sometimes, but they might know some things you don't. Be patient during hard times. If society feels messed up, remember that it's probably part of the pattern, and things will change. Bring your own ideas. Understanding the pattern doesn't mean you have to follow it blindly. You can help shape what comes next. This pattern isn't perfect or exact, but it can help us understand why society changes the way it does, and why different generations think and act so differently. It reminds us that whatever problems we face today, they're part of a bigger story. Change will come, just as it always has. By understanding how generations work, you can better understand yourself, your family, and the world around you. This knowledge gives you a special kind of power, the power to see beyond the chaos of today and understand the deeper rhythms of history. It helps you stay grounded when everything seems to be changing too fast, and it gives you the wisdom to help shape the future while learning from the past. Remember, every generation faces its own challenges and has its own gifts to offer. By understanding this dance of generations, you can appreciate the unique role you play in the ongoing story of human history. We're currently accepting support through likes on our video, which motivate us to create top-quality content just for you. If you find something relatable, please share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments. Your insights could be valuable to others. Also, make it a daily habit to learn something new. The content you consume feeds your mind, so be intentional about it. Without careful choice, algorithms might shape your thoughts for you, so stay mindful. Finally, don't forget to subscribe.